Hi everyone, it's Alicia and I channeled for you this morning. I actually wrote a blog about it on my website and you can write this blog. Actually gonna put the link right in the description of this video. I wanted to channel this morning about I want to channel on the global energy, the world energies of the month of July. I don't think you can say that in English, world energies. Like the global energies this month. Because as you know, astrology-wise, it's a very important month. I don't know if you heard about Uranus entering Gemini. This is something that has not happened for, I think, 85 years, like since 1941. I really don't know much about astrology. I just channel. But I know it's a big month and I can feel it inside. I can feel there's something interesting shifting. I have been through a lot of challenges the first part of the year. A lot of stuff like that I was not feeling comfortable with came up. For example, crisis management, like handling a conflict, saying no to somebody, things like that. So I already feel this month much lighter. Like the second part of the year for me, it's much lighter, but I feel like I'm integrating more information, and my intuition is developing, my channeling is developing as well. I'm doing more YouTube videos. Like, this is not easy to show yourself on YouTube, like, and doing channeling, something like this. When you work in marketing, actually. In the very corporate world. But anyway, so I channeled this morning, I wrote a blog, and I thought I would also make a video to explain what I channeled. So I'm not gonna be channeling right now, but I'm just like giving you a small summary. Okay, so basically what I channeled is that, first of all, the general energy that something is opening up, something very positive, but it really looked like I could see like the depth of earth just opening up and like letting something go. So when you think about something being let go, it feels like it can be some tension, can mean some intense emotion, but it actually felt like it was just opening. Maybe there's a release, but the channeling, the message I channeled was not about the release. It was more about the emergence of this new energy, which is the energy of solidarity, love, etc. So when it comes to, so I saw the earth, I saw the earth, and I saw a lot of movement. I didn't specifically saw an earthquake. I know there's a lot of predictions about earthquake, but more like landslide and like general vibrations and movement on the earth surface. People do have in general stronger emotions and stronger feelings and stronger sensations and intuition, not necessarily in a negative way, or it's just like it's more intense. Yeah, and I also saw and I heard the word antenna, like we are some kind of antenna. We receive so much more, so much more, and since we receive so much more information that stay hidden or not aware, like we don't properly understand or we are not aware of the information we are receiving and downloading. This is being materialized in higher, like stronger emotions, but we don't really understand them sometimes. Because it's non-conscious, and it's like the materialization of our informational downloads, right? Tell me if it's not clear in the comment. I can explain a little bit better. Sometimes when I channel, I literally just see an image, or I see a word, or I hear a sentence, and then I need to integrate it, and then I can feel goosebumps and something that push me in the right direction, to better understand what I channeled. Anyway, so then I saw a lot of water. Like, I know there's again predictions around volcanoes and all of these things, but I actually just saw a lot of water, a lot of rainfalls, a lot of waves, a lot of something happening on the surface of the ocean. It can also mean emotion, because I saw a lot of fish, like jumping fishes. But I think both gonna happen. I think it's not just symbolic. I think there's like something that is literally happening with waters, seas, and oceans in July, but also something more like emotional, like, you know, water emotions means, or fish means emotions. So something coming up, right? And then I asked the source if they can show me somewhere specific in the world and see the energies and show me the energies there. And so immediately I saw Mekong. I heard Mekong. I have no idea what Mekong is, but I knew it before. I heard it before, but I thought it's like a Detroit, like some kind of corner in Asia or something. I checked on Google and I saw it's actually a river. So it kind of matches this previous information I channeled like about water, but I didn't understand what was. I didn't know what's gonna happen in Mekong. Nothing was told after that. Yeah. I saw China, I saw a volcano. I think it was more symbolic this time, not like an actual volcano. I think there's like a lot of like raising awareness, concerns. There's a lot of stuff that are coming up in China for Chinese people. I don't think it's about the government. I don't think it's like this type of revelation. I think it's more like on a historical or geographical or geological level. And then I was shown horses. So I know that there's a lot of horses in this northwest part of China, but that's it. I didn't get more information on that. Then I asked again the source if they could, if it could give me more information on like global energy, and I heard tension, fear, and sadness, but these negative emotions are balanced by the fact that because people feel a little bit weird, odd, and a bit like shit all at the same time, people are gonna start talking much more, like expressing their emotions, or like, I feel there's something up in the you know, in the world. I'm not talking about war talk or politics talk. I'm really talking about like there's something shifting energetically. And I feel like more and more people are going to talk about it with their family, relatives, friends. And so this will make the surge of these negative emotions, not negative, strong emotions, much more bearable and actually quite pleasant. I think it's gonna increase the process of letting go of these emotions or letting go of these fears, tensions, because people are gonna be talking so much between each other, or like, okay, this happened, I see it that way, I'm not sure, whatever. Okay, so I then asked the source if there was some major climatic event, because again, these predictions around catastrophe and stuff. What I got is raining, floating, a lot of water again. I don't see. Oh, and I heard that there is a volcano involved, but it's under the water. It's not seen. There's not gonna be like literal lava coming out of the volcano on a visibly. I think it's gonna happen under the water. I mean, that's what I was shown, at least. So it's gonna be hidden, and this will have consequences, and I think we will experience the consequences with water, but it's linked to a volcano, but we will not necessarily know that. Anyway, yeah, and so I asked them, what about the earthquake everyone is talking about? If I'm looking down there, that's because there's my notes, there's my blog. I don't see like a specific earthquake. I see again vibrations. I see consequences from underground, from under the water. I see consequences, like some kind of vibrations all around Earth. I don't think these vibrations will be felt, like really physically felt everywhere on the globe, but there will be something like, yeah, so it felt that it's more like on an energetic level, but also in some part of the world, people will literally feel vibrations, right? And again, right now, I don't feel like it's like a massive earthquake everywhere. For me, there's water involved. I don't know. And then I was shown, you know, like there's Africa, and it was right here. I saw a point, I think it's southwest of Africa, at least the epicenter of this event, southwest of Africa. And it's like, and I asked, what is it going to be? Because I just saw like a focus on this area of the world, but no information. And then I heard the term rupture en français, in French, because I'm French, channel both in English and French. No, I mean, I channel, and then my brain understand it either in French or English. Rupture, it's like a break, when something break open, you know. Okay. All right, and then I was told something quite interesting. It's like with all these energies and all these things happening in July in the world, there's some kind of entity. And I saw the entity. It's like a humanoid entity. It's not a human, but it looks like a human. It has a very pale, slightly gray skin and very dark black eyes. The height of this, maybe the entity is mixed with human DNA, I don't know. So it has more or less our height. So like 1m80, 1m90, something that is similar to like humans. Yeah, and so I think the intentions of this entity is not light, it's not positive, but I feel like this entity is trying, or the species, this specific species that I don't know, it's not Lady Grey, it's different. I don't know, they don't have the best intentions for sure, but they also are trying to manipulate the events and the energy on Earth in July, but they also can't do much about it. So yeah, they are trying, but it's not working. That's what I was told. Okay. Then I heard, I am afraid of being born. But I didn't understand. I didn't understand it. And then I saw, most likely, born can mean incarnated, maybe. That's my mind translating it. That's not what I channeled. I just channeled, I am scared of being born. What do you want to say? Okay, and so I also, regarding these creatures, I saw like a small spaceship that carry only one person. Okay. Then I asked about the economy, and there was like a spike, like it's spiking, and I was like, I knew it's not like the literal economy is spiking, so I thought, oh, maybe it's inflation. And then I was like, no, that's not inflation. I didn't feel like it resonate. I think it's the tensions. I think it's emotions around the topic of economy, which is getting stronger and more dense. Yeah. And I also channeled that the awareness and like the attention, not the attention, the awareness and the understanding around economy is also rising in like the majority of people. Like they are understanding a little bit more what's going on. All right. And so after that, I asked about the individual level, like, okay, so how is July gonna translate in terms of energies, like for most people within themselves? And again, I saw actually I saw a man in Paris, because sometimes that's what I do when I'm trying to channel the energies of that represent like people's energy. I can ask the source to show me a person that represents these energies, that is experiencing these energies. And so I saw a man, not so tall, quite calm, but he's a bit confused. He looked like the Parisian bobo, we say. Like a very like, you know, a very simple man in Paris. Some like he doesn't have like a level of awareness on things going on in the world, on the deep state or anything like that. So he's like quite calm, but he's calm. And he's calm, but he's confused and a bit nervous. He feels something he can't understand. What I channeled is that he's feeling something awkward, and that's preventing him or blocking him, um, or it's triggering. Those emotions are being triggered when he's projecting into the future. It feels like, it's not that it feels like, it's I channeled that more and more people are looking far into the future, and they are like looking at the important things for them, and they are really looking at planning their future and moving forward, like big dreams, you know, like they're channeling and they're tuning in their big dreams. And like more and more people are doing that. They're not seeing the short term, they're seeing the long term, which is amazing. But because they do that, they are, it's like it's triggering a higher, it's triggering their awareness to rise, because they're looking into the future, they're looking further and bigger. They're like, I'm understanding things about the world now, and it's making me nervous and confused. It's kind of what this man was experiencing. But also, I saw that this man very, very quickly opened the discussion and started to talk and share these feelings and opinions around him, that really soothe this confusing emotions and fears and all of these things. So yeah, that was quite cool. And so then I asked for a final message, if there's a final message for the greater good of the people who are watching this video or people who are reading this blog. And I heard, don't be afraid. That's what I heard. And then I also channeled the general idea that there's a flow, and that you don't need to work on yourself, or like, oh, I need to relax, I need to let go of my fears. No. It's like there's this energy that is within you now, and it's incarnating itself in yourself, and just the energy flow will trigger the shifts, bring you to situations to release. It's like your mind is no longer in control. There's like an energy that is taking over during this month of July. And so for that reason, you might feel emotion, it might be intense and all of this, but it's just gonna be like crossing you and going away. Yeah, it feels quite fast. It feels quite fast, actually. So yeah, that's quite cool, right? All right, and so after that, I thought, I'm gonna draw some cards. So I use an oracle called the Oracle G. It's a French oracle. I don't think I don't think it's known like internationally. So the first line that I draw was abuse of trust or fear, attack, poison, betrayal. The official documents or the official institution. So I understand this first line like the government will attempt to maybe to do like some new laws that are a bit twisted and not in our advantage, like aggressive laws or something, that regulations or moves on a government level that are just not good and gonna rise just to trigger fear, something like this, or to abuse people. So that was the first line. And then the second line, I got the communication, the people, the society, agreement, solidarity, and letting go, relax, holidays. So that second line really corresponds to what I channeled previously. People are going to share much more about their fears. They're going to open up much more with each other. There will be solidarity rising between people, and that is going to help them to let go of their fears and to move forward and to relax during this month. And so the last line was the justice, judgment, order, balance. Exclamation point is like to stress, to emphasize a point. And then the agreement, the contract. And so what I understood here is that this month of July, there's not much that can be avoided, or there's not much that there is things that needs to happen, basically, because it's, I don't know, it's written, you know, it's written, and there's an exclamation point, it's coming, it's there. And I think all of this is serving more balance in the world, more balance within people. It's the justice, it's to rebalance things. And I think that's what we are going to experience in July. And maybe it continues over August as well. But yeah, so yeah, that was it for the channeling. Please forgive me for my English sometimes. I'm French, I do my best. Anyway, and see you in another video someday. Bye!